Seahawks set for football now here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks.
Please welcome your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one's snagged by Smith and Jigba. He's got room to roam. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. Marked down at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Are you kidding me? Kidding me? Come on!
This could be worse, but I feel like, never mind. This is the worst. No!
On fourth down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This from 34 yards. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
3rd and short yardage. Here's Williams. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Chicago.
Gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Bears first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. The Seahawks offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Loose past the 35. Look at him go! Inside the 10. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 97 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are out to a 10-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd, they need 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams.
Williams pass. Complete to DJ Moore.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more, and he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this 1st quarter, and they might very well lean on him the next 3 quarters too. Short pass taken in by the tight end, and he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. And they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And that'll set up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter, 2nd and 10, as we are ready to get back underway. Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp, and they're going to work this down inside the 45. First catch there for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Here's Darnold. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. Going up top. That is hard. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
That's another
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Here's a run. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Now the point after drop from Myers. The kick is good. And the Seahawks move further out in front. It is now 17-0. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Bears offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll forward for maybe a yard. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation on the plus side of the 50. I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll put Loveland in motion. They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Bears, 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Williams to the air once more. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
That 1st and goal sack now changes everything defensively, Mike. You imagine that you're in a 4-down territory where the offense is going to try to take advantage of the field position and punch it in over the goal line. Now, can you hold up on 2nd and 3rd down and come away with forcing a field goal, which in this situation, I think is a huge win.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. They'll put Loveland in motion. Throwing on 2nd. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Seahawks scoop it up inside the 40. And he
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
On second down, it's Williams. Backs to the tight end, Loveland. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Pick up on the play. And it's third down.
Here's Williams now to throw. It's out left and complete to Burton. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's a short throw caught by Komet. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On the give, here's Swift. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Chicago.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And he'll just throw that one away, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. It is third and long. Here's Williams. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. As fourth down is looming.
It's fourth down.
They'll indeed go It's Williams. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. First and goal coming up. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
At the 8-yard line.
Throwing again, Williams. Headed left, Mike, and he will get into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears try to climb back into this one. It's now 24-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. The run up the middle, and it's Walker. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here now, 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Here's Michael Dixon now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Open man downfield is Loveland. It's It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Gain of 26 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And this will remain a 3-score game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half.
Jason Myers.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 2. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bears offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From off play action. Here's Williams. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
At their own
The Seahawks offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number one receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage. So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He'll step up and run. Carry that ball loosely, and it is out. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Bears offense ready to take over once again. Wide on the RPO. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Bears first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And a good run there. Gonna get him 5 yards.
Worry on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's good for a Bears
18 yards
first
on the
down.
connection. First down,
A gain of
Chicago.
18 on the play.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he'll get about 5.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. Williams. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 12 yards there, and a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And It's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
He'll get this underneath to Swift. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throw it again. It's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. Got it with Smith and Jigba. 20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And it's certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Walker. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
3rd down, they need 5. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
All right, so in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have fourth down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging fourth down decision.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Williams to throw on second down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. Let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any CD can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
That's the score, Seahawks 27, Bears 13.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return it. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They'll go play action with Darnold. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
He may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Darnold to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
A 26-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Seahawks will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Myers back out there, had the field goal a moment ago, now set to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. To throw, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Williams. That complete to Swift.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Bears first down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
On first and 10, it's Williams. That one's over the middle and into the hands of Zacchaeus.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because the quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Throwing on second down, Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Another Bears first down. A gain of 7 and the Bears first down.
To throw is Williams.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Second and 7. Here's Williams now to throw. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early. So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is first and goal from the 1. Swift trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard
So 2 minutes
line.
left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. One more time, they try Swift. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's third and goal.
Third and goal.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. That his second touchdown tonight. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
The extra point.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Seahawks offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
He was brought down.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
This is our last chance.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Gain of 4.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
It's gonna be a good game, boys.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Here's Walker. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming.
You got this! You got it!
Do it, baby!
Work for it!
Please get it together.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a 1st down. Williams. He'll go right back to Loveland. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 17 yards.
17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the 1st.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind. And while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing again, Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On third down, it's Williams. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's third and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.
I can't believe